What is up in the Loop fans? It is Drew here and I am at Lagoon in Utah. Look at this view. You got the sky right in the background, the mountains here. What a different place that I have never been to before. So let's come on in, find out exactly all the excitement that is to be of Lagoon and see what I can get myself into. So we just got off Cannibal. Cannibal is this fantastic looking roller coaster up here. You can see it diving over the pathways. Pretty sweet, sends you upside down a couple times. Awesome looking attraction. Something really awesome about Cannibal is look at all this theming they have just that the ride interacts with. Can't really see this unless you're looking for it. But it's all here. Like look at this elephant, that's awesome. And this rhino, also awesome. There you go. Over 200 feet, 116-degree angle drop, flying around this course, sends you upside down 4 times. This ride is absolutely awesome. It's going to come back into view here in a second. Upper bank turn. Now if we zoom in here, you'll be able to see the Lagoon roll. Flips you upside down twice slowly. Around the corner here. Like, just look how absolutely crazy this first drop is. You can see the building is vertical, and look, it just goes down and in 116 degrees. Oh my God, crazy. Cannibal, love it. Come check this ride out if you're in the area. Really awkward here at Cannibal is you've got these gates and you can't go back into getting in line once you get off. They actually force you to go through the gift shop. It's the only way out of this area once you get off the ride. So you can't just go back and get back in line. You have to go all the way through the gift shop and all the way around. I guess it's a merchandise sailing ploy. So this is more of this full fenced in area. So like Cannibal's over here and I'm on this side of the fence and can't get through to even go to the gift shop. It's all fenced off. Next you got Wicked. Something really interesting about Lagoon is they don't really have much queue space. So the queues just kind of pour out into the midway like that. So here we are looking at Wicked. Wicked is really neat in the fact that it has this vertical launch straight out of a tunnel. So you go straight up and then over that top hat element. There it goes just like that. Lots of great airtime. And you come around here. You go through an overbanked turn, which then leads you into my favorite part of a ride, this awesome zero G-roll. Wicked is an awesome addition here to this park. So definitely check it out. Next up on our tour, we come to Colossus. Colossus is a former German fair circuit portable roller coaster, now living here in Lagoon. It's really intense and forceful and I absolutely love it. Got a cool drop here, and it also has the 2 vertical loops, not 1, but 2. So on the list of different things that you can do at Lagoon that you can't do elsewhere, this has to be on the top of the list. So I brought in my cooler here full of beer, and you can just walk around the park and drink it. As long as you're not in the kids section, you can drink your own beer that you brought into the park wherever you want. If you don't believe me, here I am in Lagoon. There's the water park right there. Unfortunately, we're in Utah, so I can only get Bud Light, but Lagoon also has 2 awesome dark rides. Terror Ride, celebrating 50 years, was completely redone for this year. Lots of great effects. Really top-notch theme park dark ride. Really impressed. It would definitely be on the Legend likes this ride a lot list. I had a good time. The one thing is old school dark rides, low capacity, about 200 people an hour, but lots of good animatronics. In fact, this ride itself has more animatronics than Disney's Hollywood Studios does now. So pretty impressive there. I liked it a lot. Would definitely recommend. Also, you can see it's very popular. low capacity, very popular. So get in line for this first. We got in line right at the park open, waited only about 15 minutes for it. Right now they're estimated to be about 45 minutes, so definitely want to get in line for this guy first. Second of two dark rides here is Dracula's Castle. This one's not quite as popular, but definitely just as awesome. Not as updated, so a lot more outdated effects. But to me, this was like the perfect cheesy theme park, old school dark ride goodness that you wouldn't want to miss. And you really wouldn't even know it was here. It just kind of is here. Definitely check this one out too. Over here we got Samurai, which is a Mondial top scan. Looks like it has seen better days. As you can see, the seat backs are off on some of the arms. It was not open today. It did not open yesterday. Interesting enough, this park sells merchandise for this ride. It's probably the smallest flat ride here that gets merchandise sold for it. You want a giant Ferris wheel? Lagoon's got a giant Ferris wheel. Right there. One ride that I'm definitely not riding today is the Paratrooper. Absolutely not, no way, not gonna happen. Here we are at the Jetstar 2. It is one of the two classic Schwarzkopf roller coasters at Lagoon. The one thing that I will say annoys me about this ride is there are no single riders allowed whatsoever. So if you are awkwardly third wheeling, or if you are here by yourself, this is going to be a missed credit unless you convince someone to ride with you. You need to have 2 or 3 per row, but if it's going to be 3, it's got to be 3 small people. So, not really a fan of that policy. While I was a fan of the ride, it was intense, very Schwarzkopf-y, and I absolutely loved the helix here, all the forces. Great ride, big thumbs up. I love that this still exists in the world. Most parks have already taken away their Jetstars. The fact that it still exists at Lagoon is a big plus for me. The other thing that's really awesome about the Jetstar is the lift hill is powered by electricity. It doesn't run off a chain, so it electrically powers you up this spirally lift hill. It's the Bat. Continuing our tour here of Lagoon, we've got the Bat. It's the Vekoma Junior SLC. Not really pleasant. Don't really want to talk too much about it. I will say the one good thing about it is it interacts with the trees. So you come swinging around trees rather than having this kind of like be in like a field or something like that. Looks like it's been here for a while and the trees have grown around it quite nicely. So something kind of interesting here at Lagoon, single riders are not allowed to ride in the front or back row of any of their major roller coasters besides Wicked and Cannibal, since, you know, the 2 of them are 4 across. But you can't sit single rider in the front or the back row on most roller coasters here. Bombora. Up next we've got Bambora. It's the second of the kids coasters here. One thing really neat about this is Lagoon built this in-house. It was kind of their proof of concept, figuring that they could do it. And then after that, they built Cannibal. It's great. It has onboard audio, very smooth track work, really comfortable trains. Thought it was great. It's also a really custom ride in a park that doesn't have a whole lot of custom rides. So definitely support this coaster. And the final of the 3 roller coasters here in the kids section is Puff the Little Fire Dragon. Adorable. Adults can ride it without a kid, so you can definitely get this credit if you want. I also like the little rock work around here. I think that is awesome. So Lagoon actually has a very large kids area, but as to not look creepy, I won't show off the whole thing. Just show you off some of my favorite flats. I love this one where the animals spit water at people, and so you kind of have to play along as to not get soaked. But I don't think many people are successful. And it's kind of like a Dumbo style ride, but you drive along and all of that kind of stuff. Here's an awesome one for you that I gotta say, I don't think is a kid's ride. You can see them going, spinning around backwards, slowing its ride cycle down. But it's awesome. It's in this like Asian temple. It's got the dragon on it. Really cool. This boat ride is really cool. Kids go around in a circle, and I'm gonna get out of here before this looks too creepy. Up here we got a wild mouse. It's one of the Maui wild mouses. It's neither better nor worse than the other wild mouse I've been on. But if you want the credit, you should come check it out. Look at that car go. Lagoon's got some awesome entrances, and this spider sign, making you walk under that creepy spider, is definitely one of them. Really hard to see from inside the park is Spider. It is this Mauer spinner. With the front and back trains, you can really spin around. Quite nice. I had a great time. When we rode it, there was 3 of us in the car, so we did non-stop spinning. It was absolutely nauseating. Something really cool is you can see these trains are themed to flies. So you're the fly trying to escape the spider web. And that's the theme of this ride. One thing really cool about Spider is its queue goes through this awesome looking castle thing. So a lot of nice theming for this mediocre attraction. Ah, here we go. Here's a better shot of Spider. You can see it from over here. See it spinning around like that. Really kind of cool. See what I mean? Here's one little shot of it we can see. The lift hill as the train is slowly making its way up the lift hill here on the old classic roller coaster. Fun story, Lagoon is actually in the process of retracking it, so some parts are wood and some parts are still white from the treated wood that parks used to make their old school wooden roller coasters white. So it looks really neat as you ride. The track kind of changes colors. But there they go. From the parking lot now, this will also show you off more of the roller coaster. Slowly making its way around here is the Lagoon steam train. You gotta check it out. It has a really cool middle to the ride that I'm not gonna spoil on YouTube, but you should check it out because it's kind of interesting and neat and also a little sad at the same time. But there's the train. Here at Lagoon, we've got a wave swinger swing ride, and we've got Tidal Wave, the pirate ship type ride. One ride that I'm definitely not riding today is the Paratrooper. Absolutely not, no way, not gonna happen. Up next is the Rocket. The Rocket is one of those S&S towers. We got the 2 different options here. You can either blast off, be launched up into space, or re-entry where you go up slowly and then dropped down vertically. Something interesting is it looks like they're both going at the same time, which doesn't normally happen on S&S tower. But okay, so that one goes up slowly, and it looks like these guys are about to rocket off into space. Either that or their ride just ended. Nope, there they go. So you can see the 2 different towers. One thing that's interesting is, so they've got like the Dorney Park style where you have the 3 towers, but only 2 have ride units on them. Anyone know why? I have no idea. But that's cool, you've got the 2 different rides here if you want to do either one. So one of the best attractions here at Lagoon, and my personal favorite, are the Flying Aces. These are the flyers, but this is not one of the new age Larson ones. These are old school flyers built in the 40s. You can see the cars really are whipping around. Some great snap in action. So if you are a big fan of the flyers, this is definitely probably the best that I've been on, topping even the ones at Cannibals. If you don't get flyers, like the Legend, you probably won't enjoy these, but I had a blast on them, just flipping around, flying. So definitely want to check these out if you do like these flyer models. One more shot of the flyers. As you can see, these vehicles are really whipping around. Well, this is cool. It's one of those old school, like, watery slides that's in the dry park that you don't really get wet on. You don't see too many of these anymore. I find Lagoon smoking sections to be adorable. They all have this sit and smoke station sign, and they're all little benches. Over here we got one of the 2 entrances of the Sky Ride here at Lagoon. This is going to be a POV that's on our YouTube channel, so go ahead and search for that. Should be up within the next couple of days of this video. It might even get up first. But there's the Sky Ride. Takes you all the way across the main midway. Over here we got a Scrambler. All classic amusement parks gotta have this guy. Speaking of classic stuff, it wouldn't be a classic amusement park without a tilt-a-whirl. Lagoon's got one of these 2. Some of these people are really whipping it around. I personally would get sick. Speaking of attractions that would make me sick, Lagoon's got an air race. I rode this one at IAPA, I've been on one at Fun Spot. It's on the list of never again while I ride one of these things. It just kind of makes me dizzy, live around in unnatural ways. But Lagoon's got one if this ride is for you. children's art wall, which is kind of neat because they've got pictures that people drew at Lagoon. Check it out, there's Wicked. Looks like the Sky Ride to me. This person is on the Wild Mouse. That's awesome. So in the back of Lagoon here, we have this Pioneer Village. We're going to do a full tour of it on our YouTube channel also. I'm going to give you a brief kind of overview of what exactly is inside Pioneer Village as we explore. Once you step foot into Pioneer Village, it's really interesting. The pathway changes. It goes from the concrete here to brick pavers. And at some points, it even goes to dirt. There aren't a whole lot of restaurants here at Lagoon, but in Pioneer Village, there is an Arby's. Down in here is the jail. Kind of creepy. Behind these metal bars. There are two rides here in Pioneer Village, and one of them is the log flume. I love how the log flume here kind of goes through the trees. And here's the final splash. Doesn't appear to be too wet, so that's cool. Here's more about how the log flume kind of wanders through the trees. It's pretty great. Nice and relaxing. The other ride back here, interestingly enough, also a water ride, is Rattlesnake Rapids. It's really kind of interesting how this waterfall works. It's kind of here. Boats go underneath. Oh man. This one should be interesting because it's a large group of people. Let's see if anyone gets up here. They don't have seatbelts on this ride, but I think the benefits from it. As they're moving, they're shifting. They're going to go up, he stands up, he's sitting on the ride. Woo! Look at that, standing up, hiding from the water, so that wet. Seems so unsafe. Let's see if these guys behave. They're already looking like they're shifting around a little bit. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Yep, moving around. This is why seatbelts should really be a thing. Look away the trees. We've got the Rocco plane. This makes me sick, but they're really kind of neat rides. So if you ever haven't been on one, you should probably check it out sometime. Got wet surface here on the Lagoon fountain you can go run and play in. Kids run and play in this, get wet. Looks pretty cool. As far as fountains go, this one looks awesome. Here's one of those Hoos top spins. If you see, it actually has like water jets that squirt up onto the ride. Actually, it's pretty wet. Looks like it's down right now, but maybe it'll be open later. Around the park, there's some cool fun facts, like this one here about Cannibal. Last chance for food. Eat one before Cannibal eats you. Honolulu Hotdogs, love them. So the main reason why anyone would want to come to Lagoon is Honolulu Hotdogs. These things are absolutely amazing. Totally love them. We talk to them at IAPA every year. They're delicious hot dogs that are inside the bun, and the sauces go into the buns, so it doesn't get all like gushy or moist or anything like that. Fantastic hot dogs, really delicious. Recommend Honolulu Hotdogs. If you're curious what they look like that. So you can see the hot dog goes fully surrounded in the bun, just like that. Double Thunder Raceway, Lagoon's pretty cheap go-karts, only $5 to ride, which seems like a better deal than most theme parks go-karts. However, most theme parks are also taking out their go-karts. As you can see, Lagoon's got a slingshot, and it looks like this one's going to launch you right up into the trees. But it doesn't, but it sends you straight up that way. Laguna Beach is Lagoon's water park. I gotta say, it took me way too long to understand that Lagoon A Beach was a play on words for Laguna Beach, but here it is. It's the water park. We cover merchandise a lot here on the In the Loop channel, and something that I came across that I really like is this. It's like African drum, but it's got the Cannibal logo on it. I think it's sweet. It's here in the gift shop. Lagoon's got a discount rack, and we found this gem yesterday. Brown shirt with the Lagoon logo on it. $7. Another thing I liked was this Lagoon sweatshirt. However, I kind of wish it was a guy sweatshirt, not a girl sweatshirt. The logo looked pretty cool. If I wanted it in guy attire, I could get the Kenny tank. I'm not really sure what the Coaster Research Group is, but if I did, I could get a shirt for them. The Terror Ride, celebrating 50 years, they have merchandise for it, so that's pretty cool. Not really a shot glass guy, but I like this one. How the roller coaster goes through the glass. That's cool. And one final awesome thing here they've got here is the Lagoon history book for $35 plus tax. Look how thick this is. Lots of good history about Lagoon. Alright guys, that's the exit, and so ends our day here at Lagoon. Thank you for watching this video and all of our other videos here on the In the Loop channel. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/InTheLoopPodcast. Follow me on Twitter at DrewTheIntern. Instagram, we are In the Loop Podcast as well. And I will see you guys on the Midway, whether it be here or somewhere else.